Big business, high stakes, a world of shadows. Sometimes the truth is right in front of us. This is one of those times. A story untold, a mystery unsolved. It starts with a whisper, a hint of something wrong. Two companies about to merge, a deal worth billions, then silence. The merger falls apart overnight. No reason, no warning, just emptiness where a future was promised. But some silences are louder than screams. The companies involved, once eager, now silent. Insiders talk of strange events, of pressure, of fear in the eyes of powerful men. But fear of what? And who holds the power? The deeper we dig, the murkier it gets. This isn't just a business deal gone wrong. This is a story of secrets, of power plays, of something dark beneath the surface. This is a mystery that needs to be solved. Subscribe to Mystery Mania for more chilling tales. The merger, they said, was a sure thing, a match made in corporate heaven. Both companies, giants in their respective fields, stood to gain immensely. So why did it all fall apart? The official statement was vague, citing unforeseen circumstances, but behind closed doors a different story was unfolding. Rumors spread like wildfire through the financial district. Whispers of a third party, a shadowy entity with an unknown agenda. Some spoke of threats, of blackmail, of information so damaging it could bring down empires. The air crackled with paranoia. One name surfaced repeatedly, the Leviathan, a whisper, a myth, a boogeyman of the corporate world. No one knew who or what it was, but the mere mention of the name sent shivers down spines. Was the Leviathan real or just a convenient scapegoat? As the days turned into weeks, the silence from the companies became deafening. The lack of answers only fueled the speculation. Something wasn't right and everyone knew it, but the truth, like a phantom, remained elusive. The merger had been in the works for months. Lawyers drafted contracts, accountants crunched numbers, and executives shook hands over lavish dinners. Everything was proceeding smoothly, or so it seemed. Then, on a day that began like any other, the news broke. The deal was off. No explanation was given, no reasons offered. The companies, once eager to sing the praises of their union, now refused to comment. Their silence spoke volumes. Something had happened, something significant enough to derail a multi-billion-dollar deal. The financial world was in an uproar. Investors panicked, share prices plummeted, and analysts scrambled for answers, but the answers, like the truth, remained elusive. The companies had erected a wall of silence, impenetrable and absolute. Those who dared to ask questions were met with stonewalling and legal threats. It was as if someone, or something, had issued a gag order, silencing anyone who dared to speak out. The fear was palpable, the silence deafening. Adding to the mystery, a key player in the merger vanished without a trace. John Smith, the CFO of one of the companies, disappeared the same day the deal collapsed. His disappearance was as sudden as it was inexplicable. One minute he was at his desk, the next he was gone. His phone went straight to voicemail. His emails unanswered. His family hadn't heard from him, and his colleagues were baffled. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. The police launched an investigation, but their efforts were met with dead ends. No witnesses, no leads, no sign of foul play. John Smith had simply vanished. His disappearance only deepened the mystery surrounding the failed merger. Some whispered that he had cracked under pressure, that the weight of the deal had driven him to flee. Others speculated that he knew too much, that he had stumbled upon something he shouldn't have seen. Whatever the reason, John Smith's disappearance added a chilling new layer to the already enigmatic case. The boardroom, once a place of power and ambition, now echoed with unease. The executives, usually so confident and in control, now seemed nervous, their gazes darting around the room as if searching for unseen threats. The air was thick with suspicion and fear. The silence was broken only by the nervous coughs and the rustling of papers. No one dared to speak the truth, to acknowledge the elephant in the room. The merger had been sabotaged, and they all knew it. But who was behind it, and why? The whispers started subtly, like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. Then they grew louder, more insistent, until they became a chorus of fear and uncertainty. The Leviathan, they whispered, their voices barely audible above the pounding of their hearts. The Leviathan. The mere mention of the name sent shivers down their spines. Was it a person, an organization, a force of nature? No one knew for sure, but one thing was certain. The Leviathan was real, and it was to be feared. The investigation into the failed merger was like a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. Every clue seemed to lead to a dead end. Every answer raised more questions. The deeper they dug, the more convoluted the mystery became. The authorities were baffled. The companies, once eager to cooperate, now stonewalled at every turn. Their lawyers, a formidable army in tailored suits, deflected every inquiry, citing confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure clauses. The whispers continued, fueled by the lack of answers. Some whispered of offshore accounts, of shell corporations, of a complex web of deceit that stretched to the highest echelons of power. Others spoke of betrayal, of greed, of a ruthless ambition that knew no bounds. The truth, it seemed, was buried deep, hidden beneath layers of corporate intrigue and legal obfuscation. But, like a persistent whisper, it refused to be silenced. The mystery of the failed merger remained unsolved, a chilling reminder that some secrets are best left buried. The rumor mill churned relentlessly, spitting out theories as quickly as they were debunked. Was it a hostile takeover disguised as a merger? Industrial espionage gone wrong? Or something far more sinister, something that defied logic and reason? The financial press had a field day, churning out articles with titles like Merger Meltdown, Inside the Billion-Dollar Bust, and The Leviathan Strikes Again, Corporate Terror, or Urban Legend. The public, hungry for answers, devoured every word. Conspiracy theories flourished, each more outlandish than the last. Some claimed it was the work of a shadowy cabal of billionaires intent on manipulating the global economy. Others blamed it on extraterrestrial interference, citing strange lights seen near the company's headquarters. Amidst the chaos and speculation, one thing was clear: the truth was out there, somewhere hidden in plain sight, but like a needle in a haystack, it seemed impossible to find. The mystery of the failed merger had become a modern-day enigma, a puzzle that defied solution. Weeks turned into months, and the initial frenzy surrounding the failed merger began to fade. The headlines shrank, the whispers died down, and the world moved on. But for those who had been touched by the mystery, the questions lingered. The police investigation had officially gone cold, the trail of clues leading nowhere. The companies involved had emerged from the scandal relatively unscathed, their silence protecting them from further scrutiny. Life, it seemed, had gone on, but beneath the surface, the scars remained. The whispers hadn't entirely ceased. They had merely gone underground, circulating in hushed tones in the back rooms of power. The fear was still there, lurking in the shadows, a constant reminder of the unseen forces at play. The mystery of the failed merger had become a ghost story, a cautionary tale whispered in the corridors of corporate America. It served as a chilling reminder that in the world of high finance, the truth is often a fluid and elusive thing. The failed merger left a trail of unanswered questions in its wake. Who or what was the Leviathan, and what role had it played in the collapse of the deal? Where was John Smith, the missing CFO, and what secrets had he taken with him? Was it simply a case of corporate greed and ambition gone awry, or was there something more sinister at play? The lack of answers only fueled the speculation, the silence breeding suspicion and distrust. The truth, it seemed, was a dangerous thing, a weapon to be wielded by those in the shadows. And so the questions remained unanswered, echoing in the void left by the failed merger. The mystery lingered, a chilling reminder that some things are best left unknown. The case of the failed merger served as a stark reminder that even in the bright light of day, shadows lurked, and sometimes the most terrifying monsters were the ones we couldn't see. The failed merger, though seemingly forgotten by the world, cast a long shadow. It served as a stark reminder that in the world of high finance, the line between ambition and ruthlessness could be razor thin. The whispers never truly died down. They lingered in the corridors of power, in the hushed conversations of those who knew too much. The Leviathan, whether real or imagined, became a cautionary tale, a warning whispered in the dead of night. The mystery remained unsolved, a testament to the fact that some secrets are buried too deep to unearth. And as the years passed, the failed merger served as a chilling reminder. In the pursuit of power and profit, some lines should never be crossed. The case may have gone cold, but the questions lingered, and in the shadows, the whispers continued. A constant reminder that the truth, once buried, has a way of resurfacing when least expected.